Self-validation is ruining you. And when it comes to dating, there are two types of validation, and they're both fucking terrible. So I'm gonna just go over them both. The first kind is just regular validating. Like, say you match with a girl on a dating app and you just automatically start showering her with compliments. You're like, hey, you're so beautiful. I think you're so amazing. Please give me a chance. Now, now already this girl's gonna like not respect you. She's gonna try to walk all over you and do whatever the hell she wants because in her head, she already knows that you see her as the king of the jungle. You'll do everything for her. And most likely, if you're automatically validating her like that, then you are most likely to put your own personal goals aside just for her. Now, again, in your head, you just see it as just being sweet. You love this girl and you want to do anything for her, and you want to make it work, and you think that she'd prefer to have you just sort of be the center, to have her be the center of your world. But again, it comes down to a respect thing. That girl will lose respect for you. That girl will probably end up cheating on you. And there's also probably someone out there who is not doing any of that weird ass shit, who is getting what he wants from her, who is either one, just hitting, or two, is actually like the main one on her roster or whatever. And then the next one is self-validating. Now, y'all, this one is, in my opinion, much, much worse. And mainly because I've personally been through this so many times. And it really doesn't make sense. And now all self-validating is you do stuff for her that in your head would be, this girl, she has to like me because I've done this for her, right? I've done all of this shit for her. So there's no way that she won't give me a chance. There's no way anyone else is doing this. So I must be unique. I must be special. You know, this, that, and the third. And let me give you an example of this. For one, if maybe you always offer to do her homework for her, right? Like you always, like you just, maybe you even just go out of your way to be like, hey, let me do this for you. Or hey, I know you probably didn't study, or hey, I don't know if you did or not, but just here, let me take it and let me do it for you. Or another really big one is maybe always paying for stuff. Like maybe you've been out on a couple dates and you always offer to pay. And I'm talking like like 5, 6 plus dates, and you 100% automatically pay. And this might be the worst one of them all. And I can't believe a big one, a huge one is, let's say this girl's complaining about bills or whatever, and you're like, damn, I know this girl's sad. Uh, she can't afford her bills, or at least she says she can't. So you go out of your way to help her pay her bills or whatever. Y'all, you think just because that you pay her bills, that girl's gonna give you a chance? Shit, she might end up blocking you like the next day. But the entire point is, y'all, is you think in your head, I'm doing all this special shit for her, so there's no way she's gonna cut me off. We're gonna be together forever because I'm doing this. Y'all, that is literally the definition of self-validating. You're making yourself feel better by doing these actions, and low-key, you're seeing relationships as sort of transactional. Real relationships, they're built off of emotions, off of just pure love. Whether y'all are just sleeping together or it's actually just platonic. But when you see this shit as transactional, it turns into something else completely. And whether that girl realizes it, she's gonna start seeing you as differently. She's gonna start seeing you as that one thing. There's definitely someone out there who hasn't done a single thing for her and never plans to, and is definitely hitting that girl. And it's really, this topic is so hard because as a self-proclaimed nice guy, I almost kind of want to do stuff for this person, and I kind of dug myself into a hole. Man, let me give y'all like just a scenario, right? I imagine there's no way I've been the only one to have gone through something like this, but it's like I've been with a girl, right? Like back when I first started to know her, really before I did anything for her. Like if I'm being honest, really like day one of hanging out with her, we sparks were flying. It was really good. This like the stuff we've done, And you would think it was just like a one night stand sort of thing. But it's like, just because of the scenario and the stuff I've been through and the way I pretty much got to know her more and started hanging out with her more, and I started to do more stuff for her. And it's almost like as I started to do more, she started to pull back and started to just do kind of like, I don't want to say snaky shit, but it's weird stuff, you know? Like not acting the way she was like before I did anything for her. The more I do for her, the more she pulls away and does all this stuff. So point is, y'all, is stop validating. It's a lesson I'm still currently learning, and I hope I can tell you to not do it. If you're talking to a girl, or at least you want to talk to her, and you see her low-key like asking you just for shit or whatever, do yourself a favor and say no. And on the off chance that she does end up just leaving you alone and not wanting to message you no more because you're saying no to her so much, it's gonna be hard, but I promise you, you are better off without that girl. So find someone who likes you for you, and then once you know that she likes you for you, then you can start doing stuff for her. But even at that point, never be too nice, right? Especially for someone you're not officially dating yet. They're like it. I don't give a fuck if that girl says I'm gonna be kicked out and homeless on the street. Please, I need help. You either one, you ignore that girl, or you just flat out tell her no, because I promise you, like she probably has like multiple other dudes that she's asking for, or you know, it's just as simple as that. These girls are good at lying. Do not let them play you. Do not be some self-validator. In fact, if you're gonna be anyone, be the guy who barely does anything for her and still gets a hit, who still gets a casually date. But don't learn how to talk to these people. Learn how to win them over with your words and not your actions. Because not only will you be wasting more money, again, there is 95% of the time, 9.9 times out of 10, there is someone else who has done a lot less for her, who is still getting what he wants out of her. So just don't be looking dumb. And again, they will lie to you. And I hope this doesn't come off as like woman hating at all. It's more of just, I'm starting to understand the game more, and I feel like it's making me like love them a little bit more, kind of respect the hustle. But man, if just know, once I'm playing the game too. It's a free for all out here, and I need to let you guys know so you don't get hurt. But yeah, I'll see y'all later. Thank you.